What is going on, everybody? Now, I know you guys have heard the news either by looking at the title of this video when you clicked on it, or you got the little alert sent to your phone from Bleacher Report, ESPN. If you got Woj's notifications on, like I do, you got sent to you immediately as soon as he tweeted. But the Pistons have found their coach. They have hired former coach of the Toronto Raptors, Dwane Casey, to a 5-year deal. Now, it was reported like a week ago that the Pistons had trimmed their candidates down to 3 coaches. The San Antonio Spurs assistant coach, Ime Udoka, the University of Michigan's head coach, John Beilein, and of course, new head coach, Dwane Casey. After a few interviews, John Beilein backed out of the running for the Pistons head coach, and it left just Ime Udoka and Dwane Casey, and that's what we've been left with for like the past few days. And a lot of Pistons fans have been like, dude, come on, because we got the draft coming up in a few weeks. The draft combine had already started. The finals just ended, and we still don't have a GM and a head coach. It's like we're behind the 8 ball, and everybody else already got the head start on us. But finally, the Pistons put their foot down and handed Dwane Casey that 5-year deal, like I mentioned earlier, and here we go. So what does this hiring mean? Is anything like pointing to any like news that could be coming out? Any like direction that the Pistons are going? David Aldridge of NBA.com tweeted something that actually caught my eye. Aldridge says, Gore's advisor Ed Stefanski and vice chairman Arn Tellem impressed Casey that they would back him long term while the team addresses the roster. It became a formidable group to turn down, per source. Also tweeted, when Dwane Casey left Cleveland Saturday morning, he was not inclined to take the Pistons job. But ownership and management, led by Tom Gores, put on a full-court press on over the weekend to get the deal done, and relented on letting the new coach pick his assistants, per sources. You're probably asking, what about that catches your IQ, and what do you think it means? Well, I think the second tweet is pretty self-explanatory. Now, it seems to me that he wasn't exactly, Dwane Casey that is, wasn't exactly on his knees begging to take this Pistons job. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't want the job, but of course he wouldn't have taken it. But obviously, it seems like Tom Gores and the rest of the Pistons management had to put on some bit of a show and try to convince him to take the job, which also says that he was their #1 option. They really wanted him, and must have wanted him way more than Ime Udoka, who was the second option apparently. Now, the tweet about Gore, Stefanski, and Tellem addressing the roster and backing him during the 5 years is not simple, and you can take multiple different things from this tweet. Now, from what I took away from this tweet, along with the fact that Dwane Casey's contract is 5 years, which is also attached at the hip of Blake Griffin's contract, is Tom Gores probably views this as a competitive window. The little 5 years with Blake and Casey, and he's going to take this time to try to win as much as possible and get as far as he can into the playoffs, which is what I'd like to hear. I would be very shocked if either one of these guys left before their contract expires. I'm taking this as they are going to write out their contracts together, and hopefully we get as much as we can done in this process and hopefully win as much as possible. Now, what I find really interesting in that tweet is the fact that he says addresses the roster. Now, before I say this could all just be a load of nothing. We're all just speculating right now that this Pistons just hired a new coach. Everyone's speculating, having fun talking about it. This could all just be a load of nothing. But that really stuck out to me because what does that mean? Does that mean we're like looking at some changes moving forward? Tom Gores did say we need to make some changes, and I've already said in one of my previous videos, I didn't think that just meant Stan Van Gundy. He could be looking at the roster itself. Now, I don't think that we're going to make any major moves this offseason, but I'm not ruling out the possibility of it happening either. I think that the addresses the roster point of the tweet is up for grabs for anybody to take, and we'll just have to wait till the regular season comes to see if that really has any weight. I'm betting that we're going to hear a lot more about this from reports, sources, whatever, over the next few weeks. So I'm going to suggest a couple of accounts on Twitter that you guys should probably follow if you guys want to be like up to date with everything and get it as soon as it happens. Now, you guys should all already be following Woj. If you're an NBA fan or anything, you should automatically be following Woj. You should have your notifications on. You should be just all up on his account because he has everything like as soon as it happens. Like, he's the first person to always tweet everything out. You guys should also be definitely following Vincent Ellis of the Free Press. He's up to date. He's like the Pistons Woj. If you want someone who's like up to date immediately with the Pistons, that's our Woj. Woj has been actually like all on our ass recently on the summer because of like, you know, what's going on. He's like been our beat writer, but still Vince has been beating him throughout the summer. He's like our Woj, so you should definitely be following him too. If you just want good analysis of what's going on, not reports and sources, go ahead and follow my man at Duncan Smith NBA. He's a great follow for that. Go ahead and follow my man Sham at ShamGod. I don't know how he spells that. I'll put it probably somewhere up here. And of course, follow your mans over here because you know I'm all about that kind of stuff. Now, the last thing I'm going to say about Dwane Casey's hiring is that I thought he was the safe pick. I wanted Udoka. I thought he was more interesting. He was up and coming. He was underneath Greg Popovich. That's always a great thing to know about. But Dwane Casey's not a bad coach. He's just a safe pick, and I think he's too similar to Stan Van Gundy. So What's really going to be interesting, what everybody needs to be paying attention to, is who his assistant coaches are, because it's been reported that the assistant coaching staff at Toronto was very much responsible for what happened in Toronto this past season with the offense. And it's been reported that Dwane Casey is not the greatest genius on offense. So what you guys really need to be paying attention for is who he brings on in his staff. And we need to hope that he brings some assistant coaches that know what they're doing in the offensive end of the court, especially with this unique roster that the Pistons have. And that's all I've got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this whole Dwane Casey hiring. Do you guys think it was a good hire? If you guys disagree with the hire, let me know who you guys think we should have hired in the comment section below. And if you liked the video, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. If you haven't already, check out the channel, hit that subscribe button, go ahead and show your friends, your family, spread it on all your social media accounts. I would really appreciate it. That's all I've got for you guys today. Until next time, or some more breaking news comes out, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.